Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Soph, and this will be my April TBR. Now, March, I did read, okay? I did read. But in March, like a week and something, I was in Amsterdam, and while I was there, I didn't read like at all. But I did read a lot in the beginning, and then I came back and I had like a bunch of work stuff to do, and so when I got out, I wasn't like really feeling. I did read a little bit, but I just really wasn't feeling it. But I did read, and now we're gonna gather all the books that I should be reading to in April. Now I have two books that I would like to somehow fit in here. One of them would be The Lady of the Rivers by Philippa Gregory. I started reading this in March. It was my TBR Rolls book, and I'm halfway, more or less, and I'm really enjoying it. I just don't know where it's going to go because it's extending over a very, very long period of time. So I'm not so sure how I feel about that. And the other one is A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, which is the prequel to The Hunger Games. And I started reading this as an audiobook in Audible. So I would like to get that book also done somewhere in April. Getting that out of the way, let's see what I have to read in April. Let's shuffle. Okay, and okay. Book number one. Oh, I'm not doing this anymore, so yeah, I do need to revisit this cards, maybe this week. But what is this? 2021 release. I need to see what's on my radar about this. So technically, according to what I'm seeing here, this book was published in 2021. Just the specific edition that I have was published in 2022, and this is normal because I have like the pocket edition of it, and it's Chain of Iron. Now, this book is book number 2 in the Last Hour series, the first one being Chain of Gold. The third one is already out, being Chain of Thorns. I have been delaying reading this because the Shadowhunters is a huge universe, and I feel like it's getting a little bit overdone. Like I'll read it, especially these, because they have characters that I really like. But if we're dealing with something like, getting back to Emma's and Julian's, I think, generation, I think I'm gonna drop it. But for now, I would like to finish this generation because I was enjoying it. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of books to read. Okay, so that's that. And let's go for book number 2. We're still doing the 4 draws as usual, just because I like having options. That's the only reason why I do this, to be quite honest. I'm not being entirely strict, like, oh, you have to read this. It's just options. Okay, book number 2. Oh, recently hauled. I have a lot of options for this, and I'm thinking a particular one. Hang on, let me go get it. Okay, so this particular book, I have read it before, but this particular edition was given to me by my boyfriend, one of my boyfriend's aunts. She's also a book lover, and she was unhauling some books, and she gave me some. And This is one of my favorite classic stories, and this edition is super, super old. I'm not sure how old this edition is. Okay, so according to what it's here, this edition is from 1977, and well, yeah, you can totally see it, and it's Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. This is the English edition. I have a Portuguese edition of the same combo of stories as well, but this is an English edition, and it is old, like incredibly old, but it has these beautiful illustrations. And yeah, this is a copy from 1977, and it's a story I really, really love. And obviously, I really like her. She is one of my favorite aunts of his, just because we have a lot of in common. So we're always like trading recommendations, and I actually have a book I have to lend her as well. And yeah, so this copy is quite special to me, and it will be very, very cherished. And yeah, this is what I will be reading for recently haul, because this was given to me around Christmas time, more or less. Yeah, because it's when she did a whole haul, and then my boyfriend came to see me after Christmas, and it was like, look, my aunt gave me this. Good luck. And it was just a huge bag with 10 books in it. So, really, really excited about this. Let's go for draw number 3. So, in April, I also have like 2 events that will maybe take me some time. I have my 2nd degree black belt exam by the end of April, and then I have the European Championship also by the end of April. So I am preparing to do that. So a lot of work with my weapon and a lot of work in terms of physical being and everything. So yeah, I am kind of getting ready for that. So what is this? TBR veteran, and I also know exactly what to pick for this, and I will be right back. So again, with my boyfriend's family, there's a lot of readers in his family. His cousins are also readers, and we do like some of the same genre of books. And one of his cousins said that I should read this particular book. It's a series that she really likes and that she totally recommends it, but I need to read the 4 books like back to back, or at least very, very closely, because she did it and she kind of regrets it. And this book has been in my TBR for a very, very, very long time. I bought this book second-handed, but the 2nd and 3rd book of the series were gifted to me by my grandfather, and the last book was gifted to me a few Christmas back because they thought it was just a standalone, and they gifted to me and they didn't realize it was the 4th book in a series. So I had to hunt down every single other book before I got to it, but when I got them all, I just had other stuff to read and I never got to it. But I'm talking about Aragon. Now, my TBR is looking mighty fine, I have to say. But Aragon is a story about a boy who finds an egg, and the egg hatches into a dragon, Saphira. And I don't know anything else about this. I just know that it's a boy with an egg that hatches, and out comes a blue dragon named Saphira. I know she's sassy, but that's it. And with this joining my TBR, I basically need to text my boyfriend's cousin and be like, well, you did it. I'm reading this. And I'm also kind of prioritizing this, so yeah. And for the last draw, let's see if I can fit some of the other books. Maybe I can try and go again for another physical book and do like a huge triad. Let's see. Oof. The, an, of, and. So this has to be a book that has one of these and Well, let's be realistic here. Both of the books I'm currently reading fit this. So I can go with The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so the of and, or I can go with The Lady of Rivers. So they both fit, so I'm gonna use one of them. I can even read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in physical version. I just have to ask my boyfriend to lend it to me. So it means I'm texting him next and saying, "Hey, we're going to the movies tomorrow. Can you just bring that book for me, please?" And he'll just lend it to me. We're going to see the D&D movie, so Dungeons and Dragons: Honors Among Thieves. I heard there are some FCG like comments like, it smells of fresh cut grass. And if you don't watch Critical Role, that's the name of one of the characters. Highly, highly excited about this. I really, really, really want to see the movie, which is why yesterday I was kind of like, babe, are we having a date this weekend? And he was like, we can. Why? And I'm like, can we go see the D&D movie? He was like, of course. And we can make a date out of it. So we're going to dinner after, and I'm a happy kid. I'm a happy kid. But yeah, so my current TBR, it's looking it's looking a lot physical, and I'm about to add the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in physical and Portuguese format in here. So yeah, but so far, this is what we're dealing with. We have Aragon for TBR Vet. We have Inês de Castro, which I didn't speak about, but this is my TBR Roles book. We have Chained Up Viren for a book published in 2021. And then we have Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass, this specific edition for recently hauled. And then we have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes or The Lady of Rivers. One of them will fit into that category. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you're reading. Let me know if you're participating in Aurelian. I would like to, but the thing is, I don't like that kind of pressure. And I do feel pressured. So I don't know. I may see the prompt and see if I can fit these books there. And then I'll see. Depends on my mood to read this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.